So what are my thoughts on the Incredible Hulk coaster here at Islands of Adventure? Well, unfortunately, I am not able to fit into it. Looking a little closer at the modified seat though, it's exactly like the regular seat it looks like, at least the ones out front. The armrests are very, very narrow, and actually more narrow than my pelvis. So I have to like push my pelvis in there enough to bend them out of the way a little bit. So I'm sitting on the armrests, if you notice. It's like there's, okay, so I can jam myself in here if I put one hip down and then try and bring my other hip in. But there's metal inside of these armrests that make it so I can't really fit too comfortably at all. My back is at a really weird angle trying to get in this thing, okay? And then I bring the restraint down, okay? So on the restraint, you have these two buckles, okay? And down to the bottom, you have these belts that have to go into these buckles, and they don't have seatbelt extenders. Maybe if I lost like 30 pounds, maybe, but I have my back pressed as hard as I can to the back of the seat. And as you can see, I'm not, yeah, that's about as close as I can get it. I might be able to get my butt in the seat, but I don't know. I'm just not gonna ever have any luck with Hulk probably unless I lose an awful lot of weight. Because I feel like this area right here is pushing the restraint up too high. As far as my height goes, I'm able to sit and get into underneath the restraints fine. So that's not really an issue. The issue is the thickness of my chest and my stomach doesn't let this get down far enough to be able to connect with the straps. And also my pelvis is a little bit too wide to sit comfortably inside of the ride. It's like there is no good way to get into the ride just due to this thing. If this metal part wasn't here, you could slide in, but due to the fact that that's there, I have to put my hips in at an angle, and I can't get my butt like flat on the seat. So this one would probably injure me if I actually did try and ride it, because my pelvis is just too large for it. The hump in the middle means that you can't slide out of the chair, but it also means that you can't slide into the chair and get your hips underneath of the restraints on the sides. So I can't really get too close, too deep in there. As far as the modification goes, it looks like the only modification they did was on the restraints to come down. Usually the strap goes straight over a hump that's in the middle of your chest. The modification they did was they added two buckles instead of just one that go around the hump and are the same size. So all it does is it gives you an extra inch or two. So for me, it's not quite enough. Maybe if I lost like 30 pounds, because it's all this part of my stomach right here stops the restraint and means that I cannot get on the ride. All right, so trying to get in the regular seat, not the modified seat, I have the exact same problem as the modified seat. Pushing against my junk there. Okay, that's a very uncomfortable seat. All right, but it looks like I still have the same amount of headroom. Okay, so I bring this down. All right, grab the buckle. Okay, so it looks like for me that, I don't know which seat actually is bigger. They both seem very, very similar. The only difference is whether the buckle is in the center here or whether the buckle is two different buckles that go around this hump. So I can't give you a really honest review of the ride. I can just give you a really close look at the test seats, which I've already done. So that's all I can really tell you. I can give you as much information as I can to have you try and make the decision as to whether you want to wait in line on this ride or not. The queue and everything is really cool. Everything that I experienced that I could experience was really cool, but I just couldn't ride the ride at all. So I can't tell you what the ride is like. I'm sure there's tons of videos online to see if you're really interested in riding it. Go and check those out. But I wish I could tell you more, but unfortunately this is a failure for me, and I do not think I will be able to ride it anytime soon. But I will try. I will try and lose weight and see if I can change my body type a little bit and then come back and visit this one again, because it looks really cool. It looks like something I really want to do, but it's a big, big bummer that I am not able to. So those are my thoughts on the Incredible Hulk roller coaster here at Islands of Adventure. If you have any other rides here in the Central Florida area that you'd like me to take a look at and see if I can fit on, which unfortunately I can't fit on all of them, please contact me, comment on this video, or just let me know. So sometimes when you don't fit on a ride, you have to make the dreaded early exit, but don't feel bad about it. I mean, there are tons of other things to do and tons of other rides that you are going to fit on if you have the same troubles that I have with the Incredible Hulk. So I'm gonna move on, I'm gonna find something else to do, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun. So thank you for watching Parks in Your Pocket. My name is Dave. See you real soon.